Hi guys, welcome back. So this is Betty, as you all know, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Design here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. So in yesterday's video, I started showing you guys a little bit about how I design. And so I've kind of continued working with that. Let me see if I can zoom you guys out without causing too much issue. Okay, let's try that. Now, let me show you. This is how my designs normally start. I start like this, and then I just kind of build from there. You can see I've got other stuff here. Let me see. There's a bunch of stuff over here. So this is how all of my designs kind of start out. I just kind of sketch it out and then go from there. And then the next thing that I do is like we did yesterday, where I start drawing the basic shapes and get that in Canva or GoodNotes, it all depends. And so then I've brought those shapes into Photoshop, and right now I'm not concerned with anything other than like my sizing and my placement. And so as you can see, I have printed these off. I'm just trying to see, yeah, I have a glue runner here, because I'm gonna just do this with glue, because as you see, it's kind of crazy looking, which I am fine with right now. I know I have glue in here. Yeah, there we go. So I am just going to try and check my placement on this stuff. I am not concerned with anything right now other than like my sizing and my placement, to know if I need to tweak anything. So that's panel 1 and 2, and then let's put 3 on. And so after I get my sizing correct, and if I, make sure my sizes are right, then I can go in and start to actually create and put the design on it that I want. So that's what I'm doing right now, checking the sizing, and I'll show you guys how I get the different shapes and stuff in just a second. So I'm just making sure everything lines up. All right, so this part looks good. So my folio would be like this. Let me make sure I'm getting things the way I'm wanting it. So it would go like this right here. And then this would fold in. And then this would fold in. And then this would fold like this. Okay, so far my sizing looks good. Okay, and then I have like some pockets and tucks and stuff that I do need to check the sizing on those. But these are all, let me just check the sizing on one of each of them, because I just kind of duplicated them. So like if this one works, then I know the other one will work. And when I print them, I print them in these crazy bold colors right now, so that I can very easily see what I'm doing. I have it to where it just, I have to do things where it makes it easier for me. And once I get this part done, then I can go on to the next part. So let's just take a look, and then we'll, okay, so that looks good. That looks good. I think these may be what I've done because they're in black. So I may have done these to go over the pockets if I wanted them to. Let's see. And I try to use different colors to let me know. Yeah, so these would be the little inserts to go over it. And so I think that's the same with this. Let's just see. We're just checking it out. So this is all part of the design process. Whenever you see that finished product, there has been many hours that has went into that product. Yep, that's what that is. So let me check this one here. I think this is maybe like and I'm cutting it wrong, and it's probably going to be messed up because I just cut some of the black off, but it will give me a good idea at least. I'm just trying to cut this without being all up in you guys' grill. Okay, so that's what that is, and I think these are for 2 and 3, but let's just make sure, because you never know with me. So I use my sizing grid on Canva to get my basic shape. Then once I get my basic shape, I take it into Photoshop. Okay, so right now it looks like all of my sizing is correct. Let me grab a project folder. This is what I do when I am working on something. I have a project folder and everything goes in it. And that way I can keep everything together. Put all this in there. All right, so it looks like our sizing is correct. So now what I need to do and you will see this is how my crazy mind works. So let me try and get you guys back. Let me see if I can get it back where you guys can see this better. Okay. Now hopefully you guys can see. So I know that this one here is panel 1. So this would be the inside flap. So I'm just waiting for this to finish loading. Okay, so now that this is finished loading, let me unhide my black stuff here. Okay, so I want to start building my design. I don't want black on these places here. So let's paint them white, because if I do black and then I go and put something on top of it, it will affect the color. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna leave that black and there, do that and then do that. All right, so let's see. Let's work with, let's just keep going with this so that we can kind of, I've got these out of order, so let me get these in order. Let me do select multiple, 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. I'm just gonna have to do this. I'm gonna move this one down and move this one down below that. And then this one I'm gonna move to here. This one I'm gonna move to here. And this one I will move to here. So we should have everything done now. All right, so let's get the photos. Oh, wrong one. All right, and I do apologize if you guys can hear the TV, but my husband is watching TV, so. All All right, so now I'm going to put that down. And so now I have this frame here, and so I'm just going to do, actually I have this right here, and then I will clip that down. And let's duplicate that, move it to above here, and clip it down so now that matches. And what do we want to do right there? Let's put maybe like a piece of coffee dyed paper type stuff there. And I think I have some in here. I'm just looking, I know I do. Let's go with that. And I'm just going to move it like that and then clip it down. And let's go ahead and duplicate that and move that on top of our tab and clip it down. So there we go. We've got our first panel. All right, so now let's go here. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's duplicate this layer and let's move it to here. All right, and now let's clip it down because you see it had to think, so that's why I was good with that. And then let's also duplicate this and let's move it to right here, and then we'll clip that down. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to duplicate, then we're going to move it to here, slide it over, and clip it down. So just like that, we've got two of our panels. So you can see it's kind of starting to come together. Now what I would do, because I've got this, I would, when I print this, I would print it double-sided. So let's just continue working. Let's go, let's work on this one. So I've got these hid. Let me unhide them, and I'm going to change the color just like I did on the other. So let's do that. All right. Now, what do we want to put on this one? This is another of the inside panel, so let's do this. Let's put that one like that, clip it down. This one we went with that coffee dyed paper on the other, so we want to do the same thing here since this is in the same folio and they're going to be attached. So here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to duplicate this layer, and I'm going to move it up here to this panel. I'm just going to size it a little bit, and then I will clip it down. I'm gonna duplicate this paper here. Oop. I am going to move it above this one here and then clip it down. I'm gonna duplicate it one more time, move it up here, and then clip it down. And then for that, we don't have the page here, so let's go back to our photos and let's grab one. I don't know if that was the right one or not, but it doesn't matter because that won't be seen. And then clip it down. And then actually we need to duplicate that and then slide it down on top of that white and clip it down. So as you can see, this is how the folio kind of starts to come together. And so, excuse me, I'm going to continue building on this. Uh-oh, what did I do? My Photoshop just crashed. This iPad is crazy, but you know, I've already been fussing about it. Apple has lost my other iPad. So hopefully I'll know something by tomorrow because this is driving me crazy. All right, so if this will eventually open, maybe. gotta wait for all of this to load. So as you can see, it's my idea is whenever I design something, it starts on paper, then it goes to Canva or GoodNotes where I get my basic shapes. Then I bring it into Photoshop, and then I'll work on those shapes, and I'll show you how I get like the this cutout area and all. I will show you guys that in just a minute. Let me just let me finish this. So let me color these. I wanted to color these white. These I can't really color white because they'll blend in too much. So let me just maybe do just a light color. Okay. So here, let's, we could do the same thing here. Let's get a, I think I want, to do something like this. So I'm gonna get it like that right there. So I think I want that, and then I will, oops, got it in the wrong spot. Then I will clip it down, and then I'm going to duplicate it. I'm gonna move it above here, clip it down. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for these as well. And let's duplicate it one more time. And clip it down. Okay. Now I'm trying to think. Let me see what this would look like if I duplicate this and I bring it above here. I do this as multiply, which means it's going to be darker. But then when I clip it down, it still gives that color. So I don't want that. I'm wanting to get something. I wonder if I changed the, I like that. Okay. So then let's do this. Let's close that out. Let's duplicate, and I've done that to hue. So let's duplicate layer. I'm going to bring it above this one, and I'm going to merge it down. I'm going to duplicate it again. I'm going to bring it above this one, merge it down, and then I will duplicate it one more time and bring it above, whoops, bring it above this one and merge it down. So now I have those nice pretty dark panels right here. Let's go with something, let's do something like this on this one. It's not what I want. Where are my, let me see. I wonder what that would look like. We do it like that. And let's duplicate, and let's do it like this. And let's maybe do this part on that. So see, there's how we get that. Okay. Now, the other question I get asked is how do I do the borders and that kind of stuff? Well, let me show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this page here. All right, so I have this page and it has the 4 different shapes. And so if I wanted to do something to where I had a border, I would take this one here and I would do load a selection. Then I would do new layer. I have the paint bucket selected and I have it on a pink. Then I would do that. Deselect it. So now we have a pink, but it's still setting on top of the black. I don't know if you guys can see. So there's the pink one and there's the black one. So let me hide these so you guys can see. Okay, so if I hide that, you can see the black is still under it. So what I'm going to do on the pink layer, I'm going to do my selection tool, and then I am just going to move this to get the border that I want. And so if I'm satisfied with that, over here I'm going to do merge down. So now this is one single thing. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate that layer, and then I'm going to hide that layer that I just duplicated. I'm going to go back and select this layer here that you can see. I'm going to go up here to magic wand, and then I'm going to hit that pink area, and you can see the little marching ants. Then I'm going to go over here to where I've got the square and the circle, which is my clipping mask, or my mask, and then I'm going to hit that. So that brings that got rid of everything around it. So now I'm going to flatten the layer. Then I'm going to hide it. Now I'm going to make visible the one that we had duplicated. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit the pink area, so you see the marching ants, but this time rather than doing the mask, I'm going to do erase and then deselect. So when I unhide the pink layer below, now we have a pink layer and a black layer. And so I could put something right directly on top of that and have my border. So like I could take this the black layer there, and I could put this right here on it, clip it down, and see, there you go. And then I could take this, my pink layer, and I could put this on it and clip it down. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Let me hide these. Let's do this one because this one's an odd shape. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do Lotus Selection, new layer. I have my paint bucket selected. It's on a different color, and then I'm going to fill it in and hit deselect. Then while I'm on that top color, I'm going to do my little selection tool, and then I am going to move this to get the size border that I want. Okay, now I'm going to merge that down, then I'm going to duplicate and then hide. I'm going to select the layer that you can see. I'm going to do my magic wand on the pink, and then I'm going to clip it and then flatten. Then I'm going to hide it. I'll unhide the duplicated layer. I'm going to select that pink again, but this time I'm doing erase and then deselect. Now unhide the pink, and there you go. So now I can take this coffee dyed paper that we just done, and I can clip that down onto there, and let's duplicate this and bring it to right here, and let's move it where we want it, and let's do that. So that's how you get your that's how I get the borders and stuff on my on the different things that I do, is by doing the I don't know, I guess it would be the duplicating, the masking, that kind of stuff. So as you can see, that's how it's done. I am going to continue working on building this folio. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and continue working on getting all my papers on it that I want, all of the designs, and then what I can do, let me see, where am I at? Yeah, so I still have these that I need to do. So what I'll do is I'll try to work on these and get them the way that I think I want them. And then maybe in tomorrow's video, we will come back and cut those out, try and put it together and see where the folio is going, because I would love to be able to show you guys this from start to finish. So we got at the start, and so maybe I'll do my best to try and get you guys along the entire process, all the way to getting it listed on Etsy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments below how you like these videos. I do have some more tutorials to do for the journals and stuff, but I want to get this folio created. But just let me know in the comments below if this interests you. I would love to know. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.